activists have been hounding Kyrsten Sinema everywhere she goes. And I wish that the only place they had to hound her would be DC if that was the only place she was going, but instead she's everywhere. She's doing different jobs, she has hobbies. Apparently her medical procedure for her foot went really well because I swear to God, apparently earlier today she ran a marathon. And so a group of 15 different national organizations, the Green New Deal Network, announced earlier that they were gonna follow her to the Boston Marathon and they were gonna hold up signs like Senator Sinema, pass the full deal. Senator Sinema, stop running, start listening. Senator Sinema, those feet work pretty well, don't they? I made up that last one. And they have apparently done that. You can see a photo in this tweet from the Arizona Working Families Party. I found spreading this, but I don't know if we have access to it. I hope that we do, but they were waiting along the side of the route to hold up signs for her. I'm sure that she didn't engage with them. I hope that at least she saw them. But yeah, it just left me wondering, like, she's got this job teaching courses. She's taking an internship at a winery. She's running a marathon. I always thought that she had her mind towards when she got to retire. I feel like she has retired. She's just living her best life. Damn the whole Senate thing.
Yeah, it must be nice to have several different jobs.
Do whatever you want.
You know, be like, oh, the people's representative. That's a good one. An internship at a winery? Why, does she want to meet Pete Buttigieg?
That's just fun.
Like what? Like what's going? That's insane. She's a United States senator. Okay, so but if you put it in a B-rate movie, that her excuse for going home to Arizona, which was, of course, as we explained to you, there was a giant fundraiser for her, so she was going to collect donor checks. But she made the excuse that she had a foot problem. And then she turns around days later, and you put it in a movie that she runs a marathon. Everyone who read that script would say, come on, that's over the top.
Yeah,
that's ridiculous. No one would believe it. This is, even if it's a comedy, it's too much to say. So she's like, oh no, it's not the donors. I gotta go. Oh my foot. Let's run a marathon. Come on, it's absurd. And mainstream media is still calling her an accountant. She laser-like focus on the spreadsheets. She cares so much about getting it right. And she's so meticulous with the math.
Yeah.
I mean, she probably doing math while she was running the marathon. She's like, I'm gonna carry the 7, right? And when they were doing the bird, I thought when they said they were gonna bird dog her for the marathon, I was like, this is next level bird dogging. Okay, this is a known political phenomenon. If you don't know the term, just means to follow someone around and ask them questions, okay? And so I was like, are they gonna run next to her and they're gonna take shifts? Like, I was like, that's kind of badass, right? It's a bit much, but it's like, wow, that's dedication, right?
Yeah.
And you'd get, a bunch of hours with her by the time. But no, they were just holding up signs. And so part of the reason I thought that they were gonna run with her the whole time was because conservatives started flipping out. They're like, how dare they do this to this beloved Democratic senator? Wait, what? Because she's a Republican, she serves corporate donors just like 100% of the Republican Party. So now Republicans are rushing to her defense, not just politicians. Like conservative media is like, they better leave our Sinema alone.
Yeah, and this makes sense for her strategy. All of these Republicans like her now, and so in the future they'll probably support her. No, they don't care. They're still gonna choose a Republican over you, dummy. But anyway, you are right that they are sticking up for her. I think actually we have Laura Ingraham on this.
The mob never sleeps. That's the focus of tonight's angle. The fact is, there is no satisfying the insane left that today's Democrat Party spawned and projects. There's no point in anyone trying to placate them or even paying attention to them, because there will always come a day when you'll fall short of their constantly moving woke goalposts. Now, Kyrsten Sinema should know this by now. It doesn't matter that she's a first, that she wears fun outfits, or that she voted to impeach Trump twice. That's not enough. Now that she's standing in the way of Democrats passing their multi-trillion-dollar plan to fundamentally remake this country, well, she's leftist enemy number 1.
She was shocked to find out that it wasn't enough that she wears fun outfits. Yeah, no, it's not enough. I don't think we ever said it would be enough, actually. Why would that be enough?
No, but the right wing is hilarious. The only problem is that people don't realize, or their viewers don't realize they're hilarious, that they're watching a comedy. They really believe it. Oh, and now you can't even satisfy the left with fun outfits. Well, what are we gonna try next?
Yeah.
Oh, now you're gonna make us drink Starbucks every day. They believe this crazy, crazy stuff. All right, look, but my favorite part of that is the mob never sleeps. So let me get this right. Activists who are going to have policy discussions with her. Have you seen the videos? We showed some of the videos on the airport. There's in the airplane. They're talking about immigration and pathway to citizenship and very specific policy discussions at the airport. They're asking about the infrastructure bill. That's apparently a mob. People breaking in to any building, let alone the Capitol, smashing the doors, the windows, hurting, and by the way, killing cops on their way in while they're chanting about executing people is not a mob.
Tourists.
Those are just tourists / Antifa.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. / Patriots now.
Depends.
Right. Depending on what it is, / Patriots.
Yeah.
But a mob of people worried about policy. We can't have it. They got to go to sleep. We already have fun outfits. These people will not be appeased.
Yeah. Has anyone figured out exactly why Ashley Babbitt, Great Patriot, was hanging out with so much Antifa? Nobody's been able to explain that yet. But anyway, and we'll be talking about that more later. Yeah, and also, look, a lot of what she said was totally nonsensical. The idea that we have these ever-changing goalposts. This is like, they did COVID aid and then this. This is all we've had. What are the goalposts changing? We've cut the figure we're asking for so much. The goalpost has been moving, but in the wrong direction. But beyond just that, the propaganda, like I guess it is just more propaganda, but she can't even like fundamentally understand what's happening politically. She said the Democratic Party spawned this far left. They hate every bit of this left. How could she not see that? Like we understand, like Mitch McConnell sucks and the QAnon mob sucks. I don't think that Mitch McConnell spawned it. He may occasionally try to harness it, but we get that these are different things. Like how can you fundamentally look out at the country, the 2020 primary, the 2016 Democratic primary, and not understand how oppositional these leftists and Democratic leadership are?
Yeah, see, number one, we're not either as dense as Laura Ingraham or as deceptive as her, because she, like for example, we understand that the Trump supporters are not at all like Mitch McConnell. Mitch McConnell is a corporate Republican. He serves as corporate donors. The populist Republicans that look up to Trump don't even like big business. They have different problems, and we oppose both of them, but for different reasons. Because one is like, oh, the brown people are the real problem. Oy, right? And the other one's like, no, you're the real problem. Corporations are the answer. Okay.
They also attack immigrants a lot too, but I don't think they mean it as much.
No, they don't mean it at all. They love the low-wage immigrant workers,
true, yeah.
The Mitch McConnells and the corporations of the world. And we understand that there are corporate Democrats and then the real left. So, and these are not hard concepts. So does Laura Ingraham not understand that? In which case she's like painfully ignorant about anything happening in politics. Or does she know that, but she actively lies to you anyway?
Yeah, why not both? Anyway, Kyrsten Sinema, you have at least one defender. Oh, also Bill Maher, so she's doing a good job.
Thanks for watching The Young Turks, really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR, so those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.